First thing, when you look at what is being shown here at Forum Cartoon, you see that the main, the core target are kids. Kids in our language means 6 to 12-year-old boys and girls. So most of the projects shown here are dedicated to kids. However, as you know, preschool is always something that is looked for, but at a lesser scale. The trend in our business has been slightly slowed down, like any other kind of business, by the lack of flow of funding, globally speaking. Now it's back really on a very dynamic trend, and as you know, in addition to historical TV networks, you have all the digital networks and now the web giants, which also offer programs. Therefore, there is a huge demand of youth program and animation especially, except that indeed the good news is that there are a lot of screens to display animation, but the bad news is that they pay less per screen. So it's a question of checks and balances to be able to find the combination of broadcast in order to be able to raise enough funding. Co-production is more than ever an absolutely critical point, and this is why Forum Cartoon is so essential. It's because right here during 3 days you have more or less 900 people, which means over 200 buyers and producers trying to exchange ideas against money, or distributors are looking for things to distribute. It's really, and at a time when the projects are not yet produced. In other words, it's at a time when we need to bring ideas to people who have money and try and see what we can do together. So the trend is now also in terms of style is very open, because the new technologies, the computers, which are not that new anymore, but the computer is allowed to make animation look as if it was made sometimes like in the old times, like cut paper, stop motion. All this is done by computer now, and therefore the know-how is available in Europe to do any kind of animation you're looking for, thanks to this computerization of production line. Everybody talks about cross-media because, as you know, kids now don't watch TV just sitting in a chair and pushing on the TV set. Now kids watch TV or watch animation programs on TV still, especially the youngest one. They are not yet on the doing the on-demand sort of approach. But other kids, they like to first of all be able to replay what they like when they want, and also to interact with either tablets or smartphones. Although, as you know, not all the kids in the world have tablets and smartphones, but it's an increasing trend that kids like to be able to watch TV with 2 hands, 3 screens, and it's part of the new culture of media, communication, and possibly to bring in their friends, to join in with friends as much as they can when they are watching something. So I believe that now that the animation producers try and offer ways for them to interact while they are watching TV. But it's not such a big deal because it doesn't apply to all kinds of programs. Telling a story is still the mainstream and in our business. But it is true that a program that would be strictly speaking TV, that wouldn't go onto a website, that you could not bring onto platforms which provides new services such as voice recognition or things like that, which create the surprise because you put TV on, and because your tablet hears something, some sound from the TV, immediately it spurs to you some either games or other way to to relate to each other. It's a more and more part of a social network, but still it remains, animation remains storytelling. You need a good script and fun characters. That's all, the basis of it. Cross-media is not something that really triggers profits as such, but it's part of a process which of legitimation of a program. If you want your animation to be successful and therefore to be able to sell it as a program to many TV networks, TV stations, channels, you need your program to be interconnected, to be connected to the web, either through a website or through additional platforms. So it's not directly bringing profits to you as such, generally speaking, but it puts you into a position to increase your sales worldwide.